Hey everybody, well, welcome. Okay, so you were supposed to pick up this math homework for tonight. Haha, remember it was either you work on it in class or for homework this evening. Not an or, it's whatever you didn't complete will be done tonight. All right, so let's take a look at Sam. Now, Sam's parents, oh, look how generous they are. They want to buy a nice present for his birthday. That's so sweet. Now, their monthly income combined, they make $3,000 a month. Now, they made a list of all of their expenses. Remember, that's money going out on a table, and this is what we call, here's our two-column table, like the one shown below. You can see that it's titled Monthly Expenses. In the first column, it's listing the expenses they have, and the second column is the cost, or how much is going to be paid out to those people. For the mortgage, remember it's house payment. So they have to pay $1,200 in their mortgage for their house payment. Their car payment, they're paying out $325. Utilities, that includes city public service, and it could be the combination with water for saws. It's a total of $250. Cable, $150. So it could be Spectrum, it could be AT&T, it could be anything, or anyone is what I should say. And then groceries. Now we're talking about monthly, $430 a month. And we talked about that, and some of you were saying that your parents spend $800 a month. Um, and then if you were to have company, that ends up going up a little bit more. So, but this is how much they're spending. So Sam's parents will also put $400 in their savings account after they pay their monthly expenses. So I'm going to go ahead and put down savings so that I do not forget, and that's going to be $400. Which amount below is a price of a present they could purchase for Sam? Ooh, okay. Well, now I know that I need to add up all the expenses. So I'm going to place that here. Actually, I'm going to do it on my grid sheet. This is going to be 1,200, $325, $250, 150, 430. Now remember, you can just group these. You don't have to do them all, stack them all at once. You can stack them in groups of two. So I'm going to go ahead and add these up. 0 plus 5 plus 0, 0, 0 is 5. 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Regroup my 1. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And I regroup my 1. 1 plus 1 equals 2. So right now, just their expenses is $2,355. Now they want to put in their savings account $400. So I'm going to add that to it. So I have 5, 5, 3 plus 4 equals 7, and my 2. So now their total expenditures is $2,755. Now I see that they have $3,000 a month that they make, so now I need to take the difference. So it's 3,000 minus, and I got to take 2,755. Now, I personally do not like to subtract out zeros, so I'm going to take $1 away, and this becomes 2,999. Subtract out 2,755. 9 minus 5 equals 4. 9 minus 5 equals 4. 9 minus 7 equals 2. And then I'm going to add in my $1, so it's $245. So they have a total, looking over here. This is the 2,755. This is including my savings, so I know that they can't spend that much, and even some common sense, right? They're going to spend $2,755 on a gift for a birthday gift for Sam, especially when they only make 3,000, right? And they still have all these bills to pay. So really, remember, when we're thinking about finance, a lot of it is some common sense. It's not going to be $645. It would have been if you did not add in the savings account one. So it can't be that. And $400, that's the savings that they are going to be putting. That's the money they're going to put in the savings account. So it's not that. So it is $245. Let's look at Jacob. Jacob mows lawns and walks dogs each month. He earns, this is money going in, $22 for dogs. He receives a monthly allowance I'm so sorry, I got distracted. He receives a monthly allowance of $45. So receives, this is money coming in again. It's coming in. It's not going to be going out. His monthly expenses, oops, as it's going out, are $85. So how much money does he need to earn mowing lawns to balance his budget? All right, so I'm going to take his $22. This is the earned. This is the income. This is a moolah coming in. So he gets $22. He gets $45. I'm going to add that up. 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6. So that's $67 that he gets right now. Okay, so his monthly expenses are, this is expenses. This is money going out. So it's $85 minus 67 that he has. So he's not going to quite make it. He only earned $67. So what does he need to do? How much more does he need to do so they can have a balanced budget? So I have to regroup. This is 7. 15 minus 7 equals, what was that? Yep, 8. Very good. And then 7 minus 6 equals 1. He needs $18 more to get a balanced budget. So whatever he's spending $85 on every month, maybe it's internet, maybe it's he's got to pay for his phone bill. So whatever he receives whatever he has to pay out every month, he's got to make sure he's cutting. He needs to earn mowing lawns. He needs to earn more money to mow those lawns. So it's $18. Okay, so far making a little bit more sense. Okay, great. Let's go ahead and go to this next one. Some of you were a little confused on it because it was so wordy, but let's look and kind of put some common sense into it. So Mr. Sanders kind of reminds me of Colonel Sanders. Maybe it's because it's almost dinner time and kind of hungry. So Mr. Sanders receives a monthly paycheck of $4,578. Now, Colonel Sanders will actually get a lot more money than that one, but let's just say he's making $4,578 a month. This is what he brings home, receives. Remember, this is what he's getting in. Okay. Now, the taxes, so we have taxes and the health insurance he pays in the amount of $2,316 were already taken out of his gross income. So actually, here's his gross income, and they already made all the deductions. So he says that $4,578 is his net income for the month. Is he right? Okay, so let me think about it. Net income is after taxes and other expenses have been deducted from the gross income, which is your total amount. So is he right? Is this the net income? Is this what he already receives? Yes, it is right. So it's yes, because net income is calculated by subtracting out taxes and insurances from his gross income before writing the paycheck. He says that he makes $6,894. Taxes and health insurance is $2,316. Did he subtract that out? 9, 8, 14 minus 6 equals 8. Is that what we have right there? 8 minus 1 equals 7. Is that what I have there? 8 minus 3 equals 5. So I have 578, 578. 6 minus 2 equals 4. Is this the net income? Yes, it is. Is this what he receives in his monthly check? Yes, because he even said this is what he gets. This is gross. This is taxes and insurance. Okay, so he's correct. Number 5, Jill was checking her bank account and noticed that she had $50 left for the month. She still needs to pay for her electricity bill. Yikes, the electricity bill is $50. So she has $50 in the bank. So this is the bank. And I have to think about it. There's 50. The electric bill is 50. She really wants to go to the new movie Into the Woods with her friends. What should Jill do? Should Jill just go to the movies and forget about her electric bill? No, can't go to the movies. Should Jill just pay her electricity bill and go see the movie another time? Well, that is the most responsible decision, right? So I'm going to put a little question mark, like, ooh, yeah, really pay it before treating myself. Well, Jill should just go out to eat with her friends. Well, she didn't want to go out to eat with her friends. She wanted to go watch the movie. So no, we don't want to do that. Jill should try and sneak into the theater without paying. Now we're talking about a different scenario. No, Jill should just be the responsible adult and just pay her electricity bill and go see the movie at another time. So when she gets paid again, she can go see the movie. So be responsible, Jill. Ay, Dios mío, Jill. All right, let's take a look. Amelia made this list of her monthly expenses. Remember, monthly expenses are your bills. Got to pay your bills. So here's the title, expenses. Two columns. One is listing the category. So for food, the another column is the amount in dollars. So she spends, this is monthly, $400 in food. Rent is $850. Savings is $150. And then she has some other, but we don't know how much that is. So Amelia's net income, this is what she gets paid for the month, is $2,135. How much money does she have for other expenses? Well, let's check this out. This is what I know so far. So let's add up 400, 850, and $150. Now, I don't know this fourth one, but what could I do to figure that out? Yeah, I could add these up and then subtract it out from my actual paycheck and then find out the difference on how much I could have left for my other expenses. Looking over here at my choices, if this is all she makes, right, I can't go any higher than this. This is it. It's only going to get smaller and smaller. So I can eliminate this 3,500 immediately. And then these are my choices that I'm going to have to look at. So it's like, if I'm going to estimate that, 8, I think I can eliminate this one here too. Let's see, 0, 5 plus 5 is 10, 8, 9, 10, 10 plus 4 is 14. So it's 1,400. Oh my gosh, everybody. Of course, I don't have the video on, so you can't really see her. But I have Heather Jackson in the house. Woo! Y'all know her from last year, so she was our 5th grade. They've asked about you. So that was really awesome. So if you mention Heather Jackson, or if you mention Miss Jackson, who was our old science teacher from last year, come in and get a treat. Whoop, 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 whoop. So, okay, so thank you. Now I know that I'm looking at, so if you just now catching this one here, I got Miss Martinez here in the house. So if you hear that Miss Martinez or Miss Jackson was here, then come on by. All right, so now let's finish this up because I got to get going. I have an engagement, just an appointment. So I have 2,130. No, no, I know they're going to ask it. I'm not engaged. So it's $2,135 and 1,400. Okay, well. Now I'm going to subtract that out. This brings it at 5. Now I'm going to look over here to see if I'm on the right path. Oops, look, and maybe this one right here, I need to regroup. Remember, whenever you're doing your computations, use your answer choices and guide yourself through to make sure that you are on the right track. And then this would be 7, so look at that. The other is going to be 735. Look at number 7. Shane spent $15.45 on a shirt. Ooh. Okay, and then $21.99 on a pair of pants and $12.15 on a hat. What is the best estimate to? All right, so as we get ready to look at this next one, I have 2 guests that have just now walked in. It's a busy, busy roadhouse through our door here. So we have and Jaden Wickwire. So if you mention them tomorrow that you heard them on the video, then come on in for a treat. So we have Caden, Jaden, Miss Martinez, and we had Miss Jackson. So those are the 4. Mention any one of them, or if you say all 4, you got 4 treats. All right. All right, so now look at everything that we're looking at. What is the best estimate in the amount of money in dollars that Shane spent? So let's take a look. $15.45. Now I'm gonna see. Then I have $21.99 and $12.15. So $15.45. It looks like that we're rounding it to the nearest $10, right? So this is going to be moving it over, nearest $10, 5 or more, add 1 more. So this makes it $20. Rounding it, 5 or more, add 1 more, 4 or less, let it rest. Well, I'm going to let it rest, so this stays 20. And going into my 10s, 5 or more, add 1 more, 4 or less, let it rest, and this is at 10. 20, 40, 50. So he spent about $50. Now, I'm going to go ahead and add this up so that we can see. Are we pretty close to it? 20, 30, 40? Yeah, I would say so. So 5, 10 plus 9 is 19. Regroup. 9, 10, 14, 15. Bringing down my decimal here. Got it a little high, didn't I? Then I have 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2, 3, 4. So I'm at $48.59. Is this reasonable? I should say it is reasonable. So it's going to be about $50. Let's look at this next one. We don't need to do number 8. I was in a rush. So this is going to be knocked out. And let's come over here to number 9. Cheyenne works 15 hours a week at the movie theater. She earns $8 an hour. Which statement about the weekly income is true? So her net income is more than, okay, so I have to say more than 120. Her gross income is less than 120. Her net income is less than 120. Her gross income is more than. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to write out net income because this is what we're talking about. This is income after taxes. gross income. This is earned personal income before taxes. I'm going to put and deductions because I'm going to make sure that nothing's being deducted, nothing's being subtracted. This is personal income after taxes, and I can put and other deductions. Because remember, we have health insurance and things like that. So now let me find out how much she earns. So it's going to be 15 hours. This is $8 for each hour. Eight times 5 is 40. 8 times 1 is 8 plus 4, that's 12. So the most that she can earn is $120. That's her gross. So I'm going to write that down because can't go over that. That's the gross income. This is earned personal income before taxes and deductions. So I'm going to come over here. Her gross income is less than 120? No, it's exactly 120. So that doesn't work out. Her gross income is more than? No, that's it. It's a flat $120. She can't earn any more or less. It's exactly what she earned for that week. So now we're going to say, oh, her net. So they're going to take out taxes. So her net income is more than 100. Are they going to add? No, they're taking out. So take out, if they're taking out, what operation is that? That's right, it's subtraction. So here her net income is less than $120. All right, there we go. That is it for this evening. I hope that you are able to put things a little bit more in perspective. We will go over this tomorrow. You're going to be working on an activity for balancing the budget and then work on a then we're going to be doing a getting ready for that next unit as well. All right, have a great evening. Don't forget tomorrow's early dismissal. We are out at 1:15 getting ready for Thanksgiving break. Enjoy.